Hey everyone, welcome to Gorgeous Pandemonium. This is our pilot episode and we are so excited. I am Gabrielle.
And I'm Charissa. We're definitely excited to have you here with us for our pilot. In these episodes, we are going to dive into big things, little things, and all the gorgeous chaos in between.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get into it.
Sweet.
All right. So, what are you drinking?
Dr. Pepper.
Me too. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
It's like you brought me one or something.
No,
Okay, so this is super exciting.
it's so exciting. We're finally here. There's been so much up to this point.
I
So much
know.
buildup.
So much buildup. We have our socials up, except for TikTok. We need to get TikTok and Facebook up too.
Yes.
But
So we have Instagram up.
we have Instagram and Spotify, but I don't think that counts as social media because we're on Spotify.
It's fair. But that's good for a podcast to be on Spotify.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Do you want to introduce yourself first?
Sure. Okay. So as I've said, my name is Charissa. I am sorry. I am an Aries through and through. Passionate, fiery, full of heart. I'm a proud mama to two amazing human children and one spoiled fur baby. Life has taken me through some twists and turns, including a divorce and a beautiful second chance at love. I am now happily remarried and living with intention. I'm currently on a spiritual journey, always learning, growing, and embracing the beauty in everyday life. By day, I am a people manager who loves uplifting others, and by night, or really whenever I can, I am diving into my passion for crafting through Hangout House creations, my side business. I believe in good vibes, handmade magic, and celebrating life's little moments. That's me. What about you?
Okay, well, you guys, like I said before, I'm Gabrielle. Um, I am a Capricorn, diehard Capricorn over here. I'm goal driven, fiercely loyal to the people that I care about, and I'm always looking for new ways to grow and explore life's wild detours. I'm a corporate trainer by day, a tarot reader by heart, and a lover of animals always, especially my fur babies. Um, I'm passionate about stepping outside of my comfort zone and trying new things, even if I'm not always like super graceful about them. And finding the beauty in both like the big and the small moments. Because I believe like life is meant to be lived fully, deeply, and a little chaotically. I also live with insulin resistance, yay me, which is tough because let's be honest, I love pasta and bread a little too much. Um, I am so excited to share this space with you, Teresa, and you guys who are listening, gals, gays, theys, whoever is listening, and to celebrate all the gorgeous pandemonium that life brings. So,
I love that.
thank you.
Of course.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is us.
I think this is us.
Okay, so let's stop fangirling on ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, so the way that we have decided to do this is that we're each going to bring a couple of topics every week
Mm-hmm.
for every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let's just hop into it and not even pretend like we know how to segue into it. So why don't you start with your first topic?
Okay, cool. So you had asked me a question, like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, I don't remember. We were talking about, so I have ADHD, and we were just talking about that, and you had asked me, do you feel something along the lines of, do you feel getting a diagnosis has helped you or like is necessary? Um, because for myself with my ADHD journey, I just got diagnosed a year and a half ago. Yeah, a year and a half ago. About. Um, and I wanted to talk to you that because I feel like there are so many things that like people to a point don't, I don't know, like don't take seriously unless you have a diagnosis, right? And I want to say outright, I don't think that a diagnosis is necessarily necessary for things. I think that, and like maybe even just like professional diagnosis, right? I think that obviously we know ourselves and we can like you can self-diagnose things, especially neurodiversities. Um, and I will say for me personally, the reason that it made a difference, and I'm glad that I went the route of like getting a diagnosis, because funny enough, I shared with you, it wasn't a surprise to most people in my family and friend group that I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I have this. And they were like, yeah, like you didn't know? We all do. That's, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's great. But for myself, it's been like, it's been this beautiful journey of understanding myself and how to give myself grace and work with myself. Because I think that that's like, I don't know, there's so many things out there that are like, most people are neurotypical and we have to fit into this neurotypical world. And I feel like, I mean, I don't know about you, but realistically, I don't really feel like I know that many neurotypical people. I feel like all of us are neurodivergent in our own ways, right? And it's such a like, there are so many things under the neurodivergent umbrella, that even if just like a little bit, because like even anxiety, like
Doesn't the world run on anxiety?
seriously, seriously, I was talking with a friend and she had said that her mother doesn't have anxiety. And like they were talking and she was like, yeah, I just like we all to a point like have natural like get anxious about things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she was just like, yeah, like, I just don't worry about things. And I was like, how? Like, what is that like? For real.
I don't even know. Like that doesn't seem honest
No,
to
yeah,
me
yeah, 100%.
because I guess it's just something I've always lived with, like that anxiety, that panic, that
Yeah,
oh my gosh, something so bad is about to
yeah.
happen with everything.
Hmm.
And for her to just be able to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
I can logically see, yeah, I don't even know. Because anxiety literally is like in so many different areas. I'm like, as a mother, ever since becoming a mother, oh my God, dude. Anxiety is like, I just can't. Being a mother is so stressful. Being in, being responsible for these little beings' lives and livelihood. And it's just, oh my God, it's so much. Anyway, we're not talking about anxiety. That's a whole other thing. Um, but anyway, it's allowed me to like really embrace things because I think there's so many like again with being with the vision of this like neurotypical world that we all live in, like you can't be late to things. You can't speak out of turn. You can't, I don't know, like do all of these things and you have to check all of these boxes. And those of us that like don't check the boxes can be so hard on ourselves. I'm like, why am I like this? And again, this can like this is not just an ADHD thing, right? This can go with anxiety. This can go with depression. This can go with anything under that umbrella. But it's like instead of fighting yourself and like, why can't I do this? I need to try harder. I need to fit in this box that society tells me I have to fit in. I've been able to be like, wow, my brain is different. It functions different. I am different, and that's okay. And I need to figure out ways to work with myself to be successful instead of just trying to force myself into ways that work for other people.
I love that.
Yeah.
I without sounding snarky, like I love that for you. I love that you have come and like accepted it in that way and that it is helping you grow rather than becoming a crutch.
Thank you.
Because I know like the reason I had asked, let's preface a little bit when I had asked, it's because I have a couple friends who have been diagnosed with certain things
Mm-hmm.
and that is their identity now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't try and grow, they don't try and stop it anymore. And that's heartbreaking to me because they at one point were so much more driven
Mm-hmm.
and they're still wonderful people, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
but it's just watching them go through and get a diagnosis and letting go of the strong, defiant people that they were
Mm-hmm.
to conform into what they think is normal for whatever their diagnosis is.
Yeah.
And you are doing the exact opposite. And that is so beautiful and so powerful that you were able to say, oh, cool. How is this going to help me?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you go. You are
Thank you.
killing it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's a really big thing. And there's also like people are scared to a point to let it or to like have it be seen as a crutch because people in my family also have ADHD. And I was talking with one of them, and I don't remember what the conversation was, but I said something about like, one of the many symptoms or whatever of ADHD. And he was like, yeah, no, like, don't let it be an excuse in not doing things. And I was like, that's not what I'm saying. That's not where I'm coming from. But like, it's such a fear to other people to be like, oh my gosh, I can't let this, be like, oh, I'm doing this because I have ADHD. Because it's interesting that you say like it's become their whole identity and they're like falling back on it. Because to a point, like, obviously, we are so many different things, but I really have, I feel like it is such a big part of me now. And I do bring it up all the time. And I'm like, yeah, oh, I'm ADHD. Oh, that's my ADHD. But like, to your point, I'm not giving excuses of like, oh, I'm not doing that because I'm ADHD or I can't do that or because I have this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah, I have ADHD and I have come to terms with the fact that like my brain functions differently than like quote unquote neurotypical. And I'm like, yeah, maybe this is a challenge for me, or maybe this is, going to be a little bit harder, but like, let's figure out how to navigate it. Let's figure out how to make it work and how we can get through it.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
You're incredible.
Thank you.
By the way, dear listeners, you are going to hear us gush about each other quite a bit. Like you
All the time.
talk about like hype people.
Yes.
I feel like that's what we are for each other. And it's phenomenal. Like you're phenomenal. Look at you.
So are you. Look at
You are slaying.
So are you. And we support each other so well and are slaying together and are moving forward. Even though our lives are in such different spots and like, I don't know, just we have different paths,
Mm-hmm.
we're both moving forward so beautifully and like support each other in that.
Right.
And like there's no competition. There's no like everybody needs these friendships. Everybody needs these hype people.
For real. And not the kind that like are so like there for you in person and then talk shit behind your back.
Yes.
Because those people suck.
Oh my God,
They suck. And that's okay. Like some people I feel like were born to suck. And like oh my bad. True. But like really. Because someone has to suck, otherwise no one will know.
That's true. And maybe it's your karma from another life.
Oh,
Ooh.
that is something we're going to have to get into in another episode because, oh my Lord, do I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yes.
That's so amazing. That's amazing. So with your ADHD, what has been your favorite part? Like, I know you were just talking about like all the good it's done for you. And what has been your favorite part about like discovering your ADHD and discovering parts about you? Like, do you have a glimmer?
Oh, yes. Glimmers. I think just so you and I have also talked about with neurodivergencies, we as people, but especially we as women, mask.
So hard.
And we learn, especially women, learn that from such a young age.
100%.
So we like mask for so much of our lives. And that's probably been one of my favorite things about learning and embracing this is unmasking and embracing my fucking weird ass self. And even like yesterday. So I just randomly get like, which I feel like we all do, bursts of energy, right? And like yesterday, I didn't even truly have any caffeine. And I just like had this random burst of energy. I went to the doctor to actually talk about medicine for ADHD and change my medicine. Um, which everybody's on their own journey with that, right? If you don't need medicine, that's great. If you need medicine to support yourself. So listening to Glennon Doyle, y'all will understand throughout this. Gabby loves Glennon Doyle.
Glennon Doyle, if you ever hear this episode, my name is Gabby, and I would love to be your friend. Or even not even like, we don't even have to be like the kind of friends that hang out. Like, if you want to send me an email and just say, hey, you will make my life. And if Abby and Amanda want to like hop in that email too, that'd be really, really cool. But if you guys wanted to like, I don't know.
Start a business together and make the world better.
I mean, there's that. I was just gonna say I can make you guys dinner. I'm insulin resistant, like I said earlier, but I will make you guys spaghetti if you like spaghetti.
Or like from dinner to make the world better.
I mean, whatever. But I would be happy to cook you guys like a 5-course meal. Or we could just get coffee and call it a day. You could come over and like that sounds so weird. Oh my gosh. I swear I'm not a freak. I am, but not like this. But like if you were to come over, you could literally sit on my couch and I will be so happy to ignore you. Because that's the type of friend I am.
Yes, and that's true friendship. That's so beautiful. You don't have to be on. We don't have to have all these conversations, and you don't have to have a 5-course meal prepared.
I would make it. I would 1,000.
I know you
would figure. You would have to send me a list of your favorite foods, and I will make sure every single one of them is here. And I will Pinterest the crap out of those recipes.
I got you.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were talking about Glennon Doyle.
Anyway, yeah. So listening to her book so I say listening, audiobook to Untamed. There's a point in there. I know you just love her so much. So Gabby got me onto this book. So I've been on medicine for a minute, and I think to a point I've kind of struggled with it because I'm like, I want like medicine can help us, right? Because obviously like there's different things in our brains. And while I do love the idea of Eastern medicine, natural medicine, and I'm personally starting to get more into that. Western medicine came about for a reason, right? And there is good from it.
Yes.
I think the money profits, put things askew. But so there's a part in her book where she is talking about like medicine and how again some people need it and some people don't, but she like said this thing of like, I need mine to function, I need mine to live life, and that's okay. If I don't have mine, things are not okay, and it's perfectly okay for me to take this every day and to be able to live my life like the way that I want to and need to. Or I don't remember exactly what she said, but anyway, it was a beautiful passage and helped me to I don't remember where I was going with that, but anyway, medicine, it's not for everybody, but if you need medicine, if you feel like the medicine helps you and you need it to be able to function the way that you want to and or need to, that is beautiful. So anyway, yesterday, see, this is also one of the things I love about ADHD is my mind just goes 10 million different places. I went to the doctor to change my medicine, and then I came back and I was talking to James, and just kind of like, James is my husband, kind of like this conversation, I was just spitfiring all these things, and I was talking so fast, and I was so hyper, and I was so like, and I was just going, and doing all these things and jumping all around, and he just laughed, and he was like, you just make my life so interesting, and I love it so much. And it's so like,
that is so beautiful.
It was so beautiful, and I was like, oh my God, I love that, because I feel like as adults, us having like these hyper moments and like, oh my gosh, my thoughts are racing and I have all these different thoughts. Sometimes people are like, whoa, slow down. It's too much. You're being too much. But also like being hyper, I feel like is seen as like a kid thing. So like, oh my God, you're being childish right now. Like you're hyper. But again, unmasking, I'm like, this is me. I'm randomly hyper and have 20 thoughts at one time. And I may tell you the journey that it took in my mind to get to this thought that started with a completely unrelated thing. And I may not, and I may just ramble off all of these things, and that's okay. I think that answered your question.
I feel like that was a sensational answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so good.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm here
I love
all the
it.
time, all week, more
I
than all week.
more than all week. I mean, we only live an hour apart.
That's true.
An hour.
An hour.
This is ridiculous. Why are all the people that are important to me an hour away or more? I say that, but my dad is like literally like 5 minutes away from me right now. Dad, if you ever listen to this, hi, I love you. You probably won't want to continue listening, but I appreciate your support.
That's fair. Parental advisory, not for our parents. Please don't listen.
I love that. I love it. But yeah, no, so an hour.
An hour. And
Ugh. But it's really not that bad, especially when you have like a book or music or whatever it is you're listening
yes.
to.
Yes. And,
Good.
you know, freeway. But oh my God, there's just so, I mean, it's a Saturday, but like, there's just so much traffic.
Everywhere.
So, it gets worse every day, I feel like. And so many accidents. I have seen 3 separate accidents today. Why?
I don't know. I have not seen 3 accidents today.
I'm glad to hear that.
I actually have not seen any accidents, knock on wood.
Good.
Personally, I have not watched it happen, nor have I driven past one since my trip up to Idaho last week.
Okay.
So I feel very lucky because I've been in a car a lot lately.
I know. I'm scared to fucking drive.
But there are cops everywhere.
There are. Yeah.
But never where they need to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I have a random thought. So you said knock on wood. I don't know if you ever heard this, but I thought it was super cute. We were talking about something at work and someone was like, knock on wood. And they were like, I don't have wood. And then one of my peers was like, or you could just karma clap. And I was like, karma clap? I love that.
We're doing that. That is going to be a staple on here.
Okay.
I love it.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. Done. Freaking done. Okay. So we are, okay. No, I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay.
The karma clap just really got to me.
It's such a beautiful thing. I love it.
That is fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. For those of you who are listening, because you're not here with us, the karma clap goes up above your head.
Yes.
When you clap. Not in front of you, not behind you, above your head.
Above your head.
Head. I almost said hat.
I mean, if you're wearing a hat, it goes on your head, so it can still be above it.
Yeah, that's very fair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Validation through and through. Coming in clutch. Okay, so with your ADHD, and okay, so with that, how does that work with your negative self-talk? Like, does that make you spiral faster, do you feel like? Oh, I don't know if you would know because if you've always had it, like it's
fair.
But do you feel like you spiral really quickly when you're negative self-talking?
Great question. I feel like I used to more than I do now because, again, throughout this process, I've learned to give myself grace, right?
I love it.
Because I think we had talked about too before, the anxiety that comes with it. Because one of the things with ADHD is time blindness. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's crazy how many areas it bleeds into, but it very often bleeds into you being late to places you're supposed to be, right? And I remember I used to stress myself out about it so bad. And thankfully, this was before me ever having an iPhone and anybody having my location. Because I would be like, oh my God, I'm late, and text someone and be like, on my way. Definitely not on my way. Definitely not even in the car yet. And then on my way there, coming up with like, oh my God, traffic was so bad. I, was getting ready and then this happened and then this and like, making up all of these excuses. And it was so stressful. And like, I feel like in a sense that's negative on myself, right? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was negative and like heavy to like have those thoughts constantly. But I'm like, now I'm just like, it's me as a person. Obviously with like doctor's appointments and therapy appointments and stuff like that, like it sucks really bad if you're late because you have to pay a fee generally. But so I feel like I have gotten better with that. But I feel like in a lot of places it's not as bad as it was because I've learned to give myself grace. And I've learned, like, I don't know what everybody else knows, and this is funny, even with me having, like, people very close to me in my life having ADHD for, like, most of my life, not truly knowing everything that it encompasses, um, and, like, the shame that comes with it, and, like, there are so many people, especially with undiagnosed ADHD
Mm-hmm.
or untreated, that, like, have really bad substance abuse because the hard the hardships of living with the way that you're not and the way that you don't fit in society, and why can't I just do this, and why can't I just, because another big thing, a couple big things with ADHD is like, um I don't know what it's called, executive dysfunction, just doing things, getting in the shower can be, and like people with depression feel this too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting on the couch and you're like, oh my God, I can smell myself. I know it's been 4 days since I've showered. I need to shower. It's not that hard to walk over to my bathroom and turn on the water and get in the water. But like it is. It's so hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're so hard on ourselves for that. So, yes, negative talk is a huge thing. And I think if you let it, like with any neurodivergency, I think you really can spiral so much. So I think everybody with any sort of neurodivergency, like, or even not, like everybody, you deserve to understand how your mind works and how to support yourself and not berate yourself. It's okay if you can't get up and shower. It's okay if you're late everywhere. It's who you are. Figure out ways to maybe, help in areas that you need it. Have people around you that help support that and love you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a huge thing too, because I think, again, like the people in your life, if you're constantly, if they're like, oh my God, you're late everywhere, I can't invite you anywhere. Oh my God,
Right.
you haven't showered, you haven't done your lunch, your clothes are all over the floor, right? Um, so part of my journey in like understanding all of this, I found a couple on TikTok, ADHD Love. I think it's ADHD underscore love is their profile. Rox and Rich. They are amazing. Rox also, she got diagnosed in her like 30s, I think, and struggled a lot throughout her life because she didn't understand why she was the way she was and why things were so hard. I'm like struggled with substance abuse and all the negative self-talk and all the
Mm-hmm.
things. Anyway, so I've watched all of their videos. They wrote a book, and the book was really cool. It's called Dirty Laundry because it talks about both of their aspects, because or both of their point of view throughout the process, because up until I don't know when, a little while ago, Rich thought he was neurotypical. He has recently found out, and this is all shared on TikTok, that I think he has autism. So he's going through that. But anyway, like their lives and the way they are were so different. And that was something that Rox was like, all of my past relationships have just been terrible because we're not supporting each other. We're not, and I'm like off doing all of these things or whatever. And he has been so supportive. And so that's a big thing with me, with my husband James, is he supports me through all of it. Like, I don't feel like I have to hide the fact that, like, to be completely honest, sometimes I go 3 or 4 days without a shower, and he's fine with it. And like, if anything, right, he's like, "Hey babe, let's go shower together," and like he helps me get in the shower. Or like, um, I have a floor where I wear clothes, and I'm like, they're not entirely dirty, I don't want to hang them up again because they're not necessarily clean, and they just go on my floor. So he got me a basket that is on my side of the bed that is always there, that I put my clothes in so they're not all over the floor. Like he has done so many things to help support me. So it also, like, his support and love helps me to not be so hard on myself too.
I love that so much.
Is that your microphone?
No,
Oh,
it sure wasn't. We're not going to talk about what I pulled out of my
okay.
pocket just now.
I thought it was your microphone. I'm
It
so
sure isn't.
sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I love that. And so something about you and James that I love so much is that you both love each other so well and so loudly. Like, even though like the things that he does for you at home, nobody else sees,
Mm-hmm.
that speaks so much louder than just him saying that he loves you
Mm-hmm.
because he's showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is such an important part, I think, for any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I just got through my divorce and starting that whole shebang was
It's
a
a
nightmare,
huge
but it's
learning thing.
such a learning thing. It was it was the most beautifully painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I learned so much, especially what matters to me in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And being loved out loud is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, my former my former wife she did love me out loud for a long time
Mm-hmm.
until she didn't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize it, but that was the beginning of the end for us. And that is tragic. But it's beautiful as well because we're both growing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want for her is I want her to grow and be happy and all of that stuff. But the way that you and James love each other so well and so like selflessly is so beautiful. Because although it's selfless, you're also loving yourselves enough as well. And I think a lot of people lose themselves in a love, in a relationship. I know I did. I know I for sure did. But with you guys, to be able to actually see it in real time where you are loving each other so fully, and then also taking a step back and loving yourselves and doing things by yourselves, for yourselves, doing you is so amazing. Especially because of how, like, I don't know how you were brought up exactly, but like, I know for me, before my parents' divorce, it was all the relationship and nothing to themselves. And that was never healthy. But that's what I knew. So that's what I thought was right, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here you are in this beautiful relationship with James where you guys love each other so, so well. And it's such a positive thing for you as well as for him, like you said. And like those little things. And I totally went on this rampage and I'm so sorry.
No, I love this so much because it gives me thoughts, but continue.
But yeah, no. So like you guys like so where he's loving you out loud in the house,
Mm-hmm.
it keeps your negative thoughts at bay because even if you don't even realize it, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well now your clothes are on the floor. They're in their basket. They have a home.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to look at your floor and be like, where's the carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, I'm done
it
now.
is. I love that so much. That's so funny because James and I literally were talking, I think it was yesterday, um, about being in a relationship and still being able to like maintain your individuality because I don't even remember how we got on the topic, but about how like so many of us like put ourselves into the other person, take on the other person's interests and hobbies, and we let that be our life. Like, I don't know. So, sorry, alarms. Part of my ADHD, I have alarms for everything.
At least to an hour. I
What?
said at least to an hour.
Yeah,
It feels like it.
basically,
It's not really,
this
but
really does. Um, so what was I gonna say? Anyway, we were talking like simply just about like even interests, right? So those of you listening will probably also hear throughout I'm a very big Harry Potter fan. Um, just want to say in the beginning, I do not align with J.K. Rowling, but I love Harry Potter for my own reasons. Anyway, um, he has like really, really embraced Harry Potter. Like he has never, I think like obviously most people know of the movies and the books, right? But I don't think he's ever really like been a big fan of it or whatever. But like to the point of like when we were planning the wedding, he was sending me like all these Harry Potter things, like, let's have a Harry Potter wedding. And I was like, no, because that's my thing. That's
Hmm.
not our thing. And I want to set that boundary because in my first marriage, I did not set that boundary. And I did that with my ex-husband. Everything he liked, like I was telling James, I was like, he liked Marvel. I had never, like, before him, I mean, granted, I was 19 when I met him, but I had never really like been into Marvel
Hmm.
superheroes, right? Like I knew of Iron Man and Spider-Man and whatever, like cool, but like he is obsessed with Marvel and it became my life. Like we watched all the movies, I knew all the characters, our clothes were Marvel, our house decor was Marvel, everything. And now I don't want anything to do with Marvel
You guys
because
can't see my face, but I am disgusted over here. I am not a Marvel person, and I never will be, and that's okay. And if you are,
it's
good for
okay.
you. I'm glad that you found something that brings you joy, but it's not mine.
Yeah, so I was like, we are not doing that. Like, I love you enough to tell you, like, keep your own hobbies and interests. Like,
I love that. I love that.
we can share them, we can share them with each other. And, like, I love that he wants to know more about Harry Potter or wants to watch movies with me or whatever. But, like, yeah, let's still have our own things and not take on the other person's everything and not be
Yeah.
ourselves because it's so easy to lose yourself in a
It's
relationship.
so easy. It's so easy to fall back into that habit.
Uh-huh.
So, fun fact about me, I recently started seeing someone. We've recently made it official. Very, very recently, like yesterday it happened. But like, so with him, he is very outdoorsy.
Mm-hmm.
I I mean, I love being outside. I love being in nature,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not that outdoorsy. Like when I say it, like I love to hike. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love to take a nature walk around the park
Mm-hmm.
or mosey around, like mosey up a mountain. I'm not here to
Mm-hmm.
like reach the top in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know fully how he does his hikes and stuff, but he's into dirt bikes and stuff like that. And I had talked about it and like I'm probably gonna go with him next time to um the races that he and his family go to,
Okay.
which is really cool because like I'm like, okay, well I watched motocross on Disney Channel when I was younger. Like that sounds so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's gonna be like football for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to go to any type of sporting event. Doesn't mean I'm going to come home and redecorate my entire house for it.
Yes.
But like, and like, he is super supportive of like my bachata classes. He is not a person from what I'm collecting. He's not going to drop everything to come to bachata class with me, and
Yeah.
that's fine because this is something I'm doing for me,
Yeah.
and I love that.
I love that.
But like at first, when we first started talking, I'm like, okay, let me collect all of the data and see what I can change in myself, and then I had to stop myself and be like, no, I'm not doing this again. I am not losing myself again because I am so cool by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you and James do that.
We have to be so purposeful about it, though.
You
Like you said,
have to
it's
be.
so easy.
It's so easy, especially because, okay, especially as women,
Mm-hmm.
we are like, I feel like it's ingrained in most of us that we aren't, this is going to sound very extreme, and I don't mean it to come out as extreme as it's coming, but here we go. We're not meant to have interests aside from housework
Mm-hmm.
with some people. Don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, when I get that wild hair and I want to clean, like I can top to bottom, let's
Mm-hmm.
not a spot, right? But that I don't do it. I hate cleaning when I'm not in that mood.
Mm-hmm.
But like aside from that, women aren't meant to have many interests.
Mm-hmm.
Um, unless I'm so sorry if you guys heard that. I did just burp and I'm not gonna edit it out. But like we're not meant to do things that don't revolve around taking care of our partner.
Mm-hmm.
And in any type of queer relationship or dynamic, that is very hard to do because it's like, okay, well, this is my partner. And I feel like it's easier to lose yourself coming from my experience and stuff. Like it's easier to lose for two women essentially to lose themselves becoming for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to other types of queer relationships, I don't know. I'm still navigating. I'm still figuring it out. But like, I like it's, I don't know. I just feel like for two women, if they have similar upbringing, like granted, my ex is very like she has a lot of masculine.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely was the man in our relationship, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
without being sexist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And gender roles suck.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you could definitely tell that I wore skirts and she would never,
Mm-hmm.
unless it was for a joke or
Mm-hmm.
something. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not bagging on that. Like, go be you, like, whatever. But it's like, for me, it was so easy for me to lose myself
Mm-hmm.
for my partner and for her as well. And she, like, that was one of the things that we had talked about before we split, was that she felt like she lost herself as well. And that is so hard and so unfair to everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where I was going with this little.
I don't know, but it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not that like I think that everybody should get divorced, right? But I'm like, you and it depends kind of like you said, like how you're brought up and what relationship examples you have in your life and how, you take that. But I think that there's so much out there to be, and I'm gonna say, quote unquote, a successful individual and a successful partner. There's so much to it that we don't understand,
Mm-hmm.
and that you have to like not understand it
Mm-hmm.
and go through the shit and then come out and be like, oh, I probably could have done that differently. And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna do that differently next time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess that's just like you don't learn anything without trying and without failing. Like you don't succeed without failing first, right?
Right.
Or first failing. But yeah, no, it's so true.
I love that. So this was not one of the topics you and I had discussed.
That's
But
okay.
since
Let's
we're
do it.
here talking about relationships, and that's
Yeah.
one of the big topics that we discussed in this podcast. So I'm going to call it a theory
Okay.
on soulmates.
Okay.
Okay. And relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I 100% believe that there are soulmates out there,
Mm-hmm.
like people and soul contracts and soul ties and all of that stuff, right? I'm not fully educated on the difference between a soul mate and a twin flame. I don't fully understand the difference
Same.
between
Yeah.
those two, aside from the fact that twin flames burn hot, fast, and they usually end up being toxic. But at least that's what I've heard on the TikTok. Like, but I haven't done enough educating for myself
Yeah.
on it. What I believe with soulmates is that you have people, like I believe that you, Teresa, and I, Gabrielle,
Mm-hmm.
are a form of soulmate
Mm-hmm.
where we were meant to come into each other's lives
Mm-hmm.
to fulfill parts of each other's souls and thrive together.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from a romantic standpoint, after going through what I've been through and whatever, and not just with my past marriage, but like in relationships in general, I feel like spiritually I've met many soul ties. And with that, I also believe that there's not one romantic soulmate for everyone out
Mm-hmm.
there because,
Okay.
but I believe that any of your soul mates could be that person for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so, because I was talking to my mom about this and she was the one that actually like sparked this in me.
Okay.
Okay. And my mom is one of the coolest
Your
people
mom is so
that
cool.
that I
I
know.
need to spend more time with her.
You need to spend her
do.
and my sister. Oh my gosh, they are amazing.
Okay, I'm coming out there with you next time.
Please do.
Okay.
They would love it.
Okay.
You would meet my nanny, and she would love you.
Yes.
Like, it would be wonderful. Anyways, okay, so like my mom and I were talking, and she was like, because my mom has been through a few divorces herself,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom is, we are very different when it comes to love. I am a hopeless romantic,
Mm-hmm.
and I love so fully. When my mom finally loves someone, she loves them fully. Don't get me wrong. But it takes her a lot longer than me to trust, to build that love. Where for me, I'm like, I have so much love to give.
Mm-hmm.
Bring me a bouquet of flowers and I'll love you forever.
Mm-hmm.
But then you do me wrong, and then it's like, well, I loved you. Fuck you. Bye. like, like, but in reality, it's like, so she was talking about how when you meet these people, if you want it to work, if you want to fall in love, you can fall in love with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a beautiful, wonderful relationship with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is two people who want to work it out. And if you continuously, because it's not like, and I am a really great example of once you're married, you're married. You don't have to try all the time. That is a lie. That is a complete lie. You always have to be trying.
I think it's a thought that's out there though.
Right.
Like you don't realize until you realize that's not working and you're like, what the hell?
And then you try and overcorrect, and then the overcorrecting causes more issues, and it's like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But like with what my mom was telling me, like she was like, it takes these two people to really want to make it work, to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, if you see red flags, you call them out. You don't disregard them.
Mm-hmm.
If that person is willing to be like, hey, I see what you're saying, let me work on it. That is completely different than someone who is going to be avoidant and not going to work on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, and get defensive or be a jerk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what words we're going to use in this episode. I know we've already dropped the fuck word, but that's fine. We're going to use that one all the time. So
we just have very colorful language, and it's great. It's just who we are.
It is. But like, I think that is something so, so cool about being human, is that if you have the mindset to make something work, at least for me, and this is probably like the Capricorn in me, right? If I want something to work, I will do everything in my power on my end to make it work. And I prove that every day because I'm not giving up on life, right? There have been so many points, even that you've seen recently, where I was just done and I didn't want to, but I kept going, right? And I know that's not the same for everyone. And that is a whole nother discussion. But like for this one, like as long as you have someone that wants to work it out with you, that in itself is such a beautiful green flag. And I love that. And I don't remember how we got here.
I don't remember either.
But I'm happy we're here.
Me too.
But yeah. So with your ADHD brain and negative self-talk. Actually, can I switch our gears for a quick second?
Absolutely.
Okay, so with negative self-talk, since we brought up negative self-talk many moons ago, we brought this up, right? So I saw on the TikTok, there is this super cute girl. I'm pretty sure she's from like England or something, and she's like riding her scooter down the road and recording this TikTok. When it comes to when she I don't remember exactly how she put it, but pretty much what she said was when negative self-talk comes to play, I have named my brain
Okay.
so I can address it. And I want to say her name is like Sarah or something, but her brain she has named Becky. And she's like, I have nothing against Becky's. But it's like when that negative self-talk starts coming in, I can just be like, hey, Becky, not today. We're not playing that game today.
Love that so much.
And so I've been thinking, I'm like, what is my brain's name? Because I, as a being, as a human being, I am Gabrielle, right?
Yes.
But who is my brain? What name does my brain get? Do you want to name my brain? I'll name yours.
I just had a name come to mind.
Okay. For yours or mine?
I don't know.
Okay, let's hear it.
Cassandra.
Cassandra.
I feel like Cassandra is a sassy bitch.
I think that might be my brain's name.
Okay. I love it.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. You name mine.
Okay. Darla.
Darla.
Yes.
I love it. Okay.
Because she's a sassy little girl from Little Rascals.
She is. Yeah, I know where she like crumples the can. Okay, so that's so interesting. I watched this TikTok that was like, say your name in your brain quietly.
Yes.
Did you send it to me?
I did send it to you.
I think that's what I watched. Is what you sent me. That was such a beautiful TikTok.
Right?
Like, you can control
the negative self-talk.
Yes.
And
you can control Cassandra.
And you can control Darla.
Cassandra. I love it.
But how cool is that? Because, like, if you think about it, like,
yeah.
I hope that people, like, that our audience talks to themselves. Because that is such a beautiful thing to be able to audibly hear it from the outside, speaking things into existence and whatever, in a positive way, not the self-talk. You don't need to self-talk out loud. You just need to, the negative self-talk. Thank you. Mm-hmm. But like, unless you're telling your brain, Darla, Cassandra.
Insert name here.
Insert name here.
STFU.
To knock it off. Yeah. STFU, brain of unknown name.
I love that. So that brought up an interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest is in therapy and has been for a while.
Yes.
Unfortunate, the child has severe anxiety for a child. One of their therapists named their anxiety.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I love that.
So she could be like, okay, I think they named it Wiley. Wiley's a little out of control right now. Tell Wiley to calm down. Help Wiley to breathe. And just like putting a name to it, like,
I love that. Yeah, I should do that with my depression instead of just calling it a little messy depressy.
You should.
Because that's my go-to right now, is when I'm not feeling myself.
Jessie, the messy depressy.
Jessie, the messy. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful.
Yes, we should name all the things.
Emotion. Yes. It'll be like that Inside Out movie.
Except we'll have more creative names that, you know, just sadness and anxiety.
Yeah. Anger. Fire. I love that so
okay, disgust, though. Disgust is the best.
I haven't seen the second one.
She's in the first one. She's the green one.
I thought that was Envy.
Envy's in the second one.
Oh.
Disgust is, she's green and she's so sassy and so disgusted all the time. They're sitting at the table and the parents try to feed her broccoli and she's like, broccoli?
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
I love that. Okay, yes. It's been a minute since I've watched that. I should watch it again, though. I love that. Yes, we should do that. If you are with us still, if you've made it this far.
Which we know some of you have.
Yeah, exactly. We know some of you have. So put in the comments some emotions and names for those emotions. Yes. And if you guys do the same thing, like, let us know.
If you've already named them, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I love that.
Me too.
Okay. How are you feeling about this part of the conversation, or this part of the episode?
I'm feeling really good.
Do you feel complete? Is there anything you want to add?
Oh, Nope. I do feel complete.
Perfect, because we just got through our first 2 topics.
Oh my God, look at us.
Okay, so before we get into our next couple of topics, do you want to plug in?
Yes.
Go for it.
Plug in. Okay. So, as I mentioned, when I was, when I was introducing myself, I like to craft, and I have a side business called Hangout House Creations. So if you are looking to add a personal touch to your style or your space, Hangout House Creations has you covered. We have custom shirts, sweatshirts, and hats to car decals, holiday decor, and so much more. We're your one-stop shop for all things personalized. Whether you're gifting, celebrating, or just want something uniquely you, we help bring your ideas to life. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Find us at hangout_house_creations, and let's create something awesome together. I'm working on finishing our website, so that will be linked in our socials once I get that. But we do have an email that you can reach out to us, or you can always message us on the different socials if you are interested in ordering anything or wanting to comment on anything we have. We will get more videos up in the time being, but yes, that's my fault.
I love that. And are you, pardon, are you guys strictly shipping, or do you take things to local places if they are local to you?
Great question. So I also didn't say I have this business with my husband and my mother. So yes, open to all. So we are in Utah. I live in Utah County. My mother lives in Salt Lake County. So we are definitely open to delivering things to people. We can also ship it. We also do markets from time to time. We're actually doing one this next weekend that we're super stoked about. But yeah, we do all of it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I know you do shipping because you ship to my mom up in Idaho.
Yes. And I've shipped to someone in
and I
Texas.
actually have that for you.
Have what?
I have something for you.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Off record.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's phenomenal. And just so you are aware, folks, I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but I'm going to tell them anyways. I'm their favorite customer.
Yeah, you're like our biggest customer.
Well, it's because like you guys do such amazing work, and my favorite shirts are from you. One of my favorite cups, tumblers,
Yes.
is from you. It's actually from your wedding.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna make you a hat.
You're gonna make me? I'm so excited. So just in case you're wondering what time of year it is, snapback season is coming strong, and I am so here for it.
You rock it.
Thank you
so much.
I didn't realize how well I look in a snap. That probably sounds so ridiculous.
I love that statement though, because you do, and you should own it. You are so cute.
But between you, your husband, my sister, and my new boyfriend,
yeah,
I am so hyped up all the time. Anytime I like,
yes.
Right now I only have the one snapback.
And
I'm like, okay, well, I need another for sure. Because I just look at it and I'm like, I look good in that. I look good anyways. Maybe I'll wear it today. So it's just in my car, just in case I decide that like halfway somewhere, I'm like, I should wear this today.
Yes.
I need that little.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah,
I love that.
They make hats, you guys. Oh, you've done amazing stuff for my former sister-in-law's company.
Yes.
You guys did koozies and coasters and magnets. I actually have
keychains
and keychains.
Magnets.
Magnets, yes. You do regular magnets too, I would assume.
We can. Yeah.
I think it's the same thing, isn't it?
No, we didn't do regular magnets. But yeah,
But you can also do like vinyl decals for cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal. I actually have like 4 orders I need to place with you. So this is great. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, with Hangout House Creations, how long have you guys been around?
That's a good question. Honestly, we've probably been a thing for, actually, maybe it hasn't been as long as I thought, because we have almost been in our house for 2 years, and it started I don't know. It started after. It started in this house. So it's been at least more than a year. We definitely have not gotten as far as we wish we would in this year, but I mean, we've all had off and on full-time jobs this whole time, and obviously my husband and I, we have two children, and it's crazy to take time for this. So we're hoping over the next year we're really able to make a bigger presence and really an online presence too. It took a while for us to make an online presence, and I think that's a really big thing.
Well, your
now.
TikToks are amazing.
Thank
I
you.
love
Oh,
watching
this is me.
TikToks that you. I know it's you. So if you guys haven't yet, I know you talked about it when you were like doing your plug-in earlier, but like make sure that you follow Hangout House Creations
Yes,
on
please do.
TikTok and Instagram and Facebook.
Yes. Our Facebook is new, so I really don't know what's on there. My mom is running that one, but I do the TikTok and Instagram, and so it's really the same videos on both. But yes,
I love that. I love that.
fun to make. They're hard. We had talked about this before another time. Even just like personal TikTok, sometimes it can take so long to put together. James and I literally spent an entire day taking photos and propping things up different ways just to make a quick like minute video. Like it was so yeah, there's so much involved.
Like the awe I have towards full-time content creators
Yeah.
is they are amazing.
Uh-huh.
I am so glad they get it paid as well as they do.
They deserve it.
From what I understand, they get paid pretty nicely.
Yeah.
I will probably never get to that point where I'm doing that because, first of all, I don't have the fucks to give to edit every single video I make.
That's kind of where I'm at. That sounds like so much.
Right?
And learning all the different transitions that you can do and the different angles.
For real. I'm over here like, I'll do my cute little, I can't talk right now. I'm doing hot girl shit video and I'm just like, and that only had like 80 something views. And I'm like, that's fine. But then the my moment, my TikTok moment. So I truly don't know what classifies as viral for a video on TikTok anymore because it's like people have millions of views on things.
Yeah.
But currently, I'm going to pull it up so I have
Oh my God.
the current
numbers.
Current numbers. Please don't be loud. Please don't be loud. There we go. So I did the "Hey, nice to meet you" trend within the LGBTQ community. I don't know if it's for everyone or QIA plus community.
I think that a lot of people, like everyone, is doing it.
Okay. Yeah. I think mine was just like on
the side of TikTok.
The side of TikTok that I was on, which is a beautiful side of TikTok. So my current video views as of right now is 21,943 views.
Oh my God.
1,984 likes and 397 comments.
Oh my God. Okay, how many followers do you have now?
Okay, so this particular shenanigan.
Can you see how many you've gained from it? Do you know how many you had before?
Not this many. Okay. So viewer types, locations. Okay, let me tell you the locations first. Not so 84% is in the US. Okay. I have 7.1 from other, so I don't know where that is. Then there's the Philippines, Nigeria, Canada, the UK, South Africa, Australia, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Germany.
What?
My video has gone world fucking wide.
I'm pretty sure that's viral.
I hope so. If not, I don't know if I ever could. But this is like it's a 8.87 second video of me literally sitting on my couch, waving at the camera with a little, here's my name, here's my age. Oh, I'm 33, by the way. My sun, moon, and rising. That's all it is. And then I'm a cat mom of 3. Like, what the fuck? But it also has 41 saves or favorites and 15 shares. That's wild. But this one video that I did, I have over 1,000 followers now. I have 1,081 followers. I think I started off with like 300. and they're all people that I kind of know or have met in passing or something, or are friends of friends. But yeah, so it's wild that like little things like that can happen. But then you put so much work and so much effort into a video that takes 10 seconds to watch. And those ones like get hit hard, right? But then your 10-minute videos or however long, got nothing.
It's so interesting. Because I've thought that too with like the business videos that I post. I'm like, I literally have some that have like I think my lowest view one is, I don't even know. My most recent one has 83 views.
Get a girl.
But I have one that I did after our last market that I got 1,600 views on. Oh, my most viral one is, have you heard the sound that's like, oh, a strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh, a strawberry. Oh. I tried to make stickers. So the first time that I made stickers, it did not go great. So I did a video of the stickers with that sound, and I have 2,600 views. And I got those like super quick just because I used that sound, because that sound is viral.
Okay.
So that's also it. It's the sound. So like with the video that you did, that sound is super viral right now.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I love that for you, for us, for people, for whoever's using the trending sounds. Okay. So I know that we had a couple other topics we wanted to hit on. I feel like we should take this to a part 2. What are your thoughts?
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's do this. So since we have run out of time for this week's chaotic episode, which is so beautiful, let's do it. Let's take it to a part 2.
All right. To be continued.
To TBD. Nope, TBC.
To be determined.
Oh, shit. My bad. Okay, so that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining in on the chaos, and come back next week to get the next 2 topics at least.
Yes. Yeah, and the random side conversations and chats that we have. We hope that you had as much fun as we did. If you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to subscribe, leave a review or a comment of your favorite moment or what you'd like to hear next, and share it with your friends.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for more Gorgeous Pandemonium throughout the week.
Until next time, keep embracing the madness.
Okay, bye.
Bye.